As we approach Shavuos, the celebration of Kabbalas HaTorah, I'd like to share an insight about one detail of the presentation of the Kabbalas HaTorah of the Jewish people at Har Sinai. In Parshas Va'eschanan, after we receive the Torah and after we're told the Aseret HaDibros, we are told, Lech emor lahem, shuvu lachem la'alechem. Go back home to your tents. And this pasuk seems completely unnecessary. You don't have to tell us that after we got the Torah, everyone went home and had dinner and went to sleep. And what is the message of this pasuk? The most traditional understanding is that this relates to the fact that all the men and women separated from each other during the days leading up to Ma'amad Har Sinai, and then after the Torah was given, now they're told you can return to your families and resume your normal activities, as if to say, now the moment of Kabbalas HaTorah is over, you can return to your mundane, ordinary lives. But it's interesting that the word ohel really has sort of the opposite connotation in general. In other words, according to what I just said, the ohel is where you go after your spiritual experience is over, you go back to your mundane home. But the word ohel is often used in Tanakh and by Chazal to refer to the exact opposite, to refer to the central spiritual moments of our lives. And the first is in Sefer Bereshis, when we're introduced to Yaakov and Esav. We're told, Yaakov ishtam yoshev ohalim. And there's a very, very interesting midrash about this word, because Chazal understand that yoshev ohalim refers to the ohel, the tent of the Beit Midrash. And it refers to the fact that Yaakov studied Torah in the Beit Midrash. But the midrash adds, Mipnei ma zocha Yaakov Avinu l'chaim shelo b'tzar v'shelo b'yetzer hara. Why did Yaakov merit to have such a great life without any pain and without any obstacles of the Yetzer Hara? Ba'olam hazeh, in this world. Mima she'aseh litin l'tzadikim l'salavo, to be, which he experienced olam hazeh like olam haba for tzadikim. B'pnei shehaya b'beit hamidrash mikatnuso v'adiknuso, because he spent his life in the Beit Midrash, from young to old, Bakiri, B'mikra, B'mishnah, B'midrash, B'alachas Agados. He knew Kol Torah Kula Shene'amar, Yaakov Ishtam, Yoshev Ohalim. And what's fascinating about this Midrash is, who is this Yaakov who had a life of bliss? What does Yaakov say to Paro at the end of his life? Yimei Shanai Me'at V'ra'im. My days were bitter. His life was replete with challenges and difficulty, being deceived by his father-in-law, marrying the wrong person, working for years on end, fleeing for his life from Esav. What was this life of bliss? Losing Yosef for years on end. And I'd like to suggest an interpretation of this midrash. And just for a moment, what does the word ohel mean? The word ohel refers to the ohel always in Bereshis, the ohel of the avos, of the ohel of the avos and the imahos. In Sefer Shemos, the ohel is the Mishkan, the sanctuary for God. And in the Navi, in Yeshayahu and Yirmiyahu, the ohel is the Beit HaMikdash itself. The Kina on Tisha B'Av, there's a complete Kina, Ahali, where it refers, the Kina refers to the Beit HaMikdash as the ohel. Presumably, since the Mishkan was an ohel, the Beit HaMikdash is referred to in the same way. And let us think, and this is actually why the Midrash says that the ohel of Yaakov was the Beit Midrash, because the ohel is always the center point of the focal point of your religious connection. It's your Beit Mikdash, it's your Mishkan, it's the ohel of the Avot, it's your Beit Midrash. Why are these all depicted as an ohel? I think the answer is that an ohel, the pshat, the ohel is your private tent, your personal home. And the word ohel is used for the Beit Midrash and the Beit Mikdash and the Mishkan to say that the center point of our religious connection is internal. It's in our home. It's the way we relate to our family. It's the way we are with ourselves. It's our pnimis. It's our neshama. It's our inner life that's really most critical when it comes to defining our relationship with our religion. And as important as the community is, and as important as it is to connect to a nation and to a capital and a Beit HaMikdash and a community, those are only there to support our personal connection to ourselves and to God. And I think what the Midrash is saying, and this is true, of course, not only religiously, but also psychologically, the way that a person could be happy and be able to have good social interactions is to also be happy with ourselves and to be satisfied and complete and shalem with our relationship with ourselves. And it's only after we do that that we can have relationships and build meaningful and productive relationships with others. I'd like to suggest that what this Midrash is telling us is, why was Yaakov Avinu zoche to a chayim shelo b'tzar? What it means is that why was Yaakov able to overcome the obstacles of his life and to maintain an inner peace and tranquility? Because of his ohel, because of his relationship with himself and with God, which occurred in the tent, in the privacy of his home and his own relationship with his God. And I think that that could be another interpretation of the pasuk in Sefer in Parshas Va'eschanan, which says, now that Ma'amad Har Sinai is over, go back la'alechem, go back to your tents. It doesn't mean to say, it's all over now, game over, go home and resume and go watch TV and go to sleep. What it's saying is, take it to your ohalim. Take this Torah and actualize it. And really the climax of Matan Torah, perhaps, is Shuvu lachem la'alechem. Go to your ohalim. Live the life that I'm empowering you to keep. And then you will have happiness, tranquility, a deep relationship with yourself, and a relationship with the Kadosh Baruch Hu. It could be that we're coming on a long time of isolation in our tent, in our ohalim. And it could be that one of the things that we're meant to learn from this is how to build our inner tranquility, our relationship with ourselves, our personal relationship with the Kadosh Baruch Hu. Our community has so much to offer us, but one of the challenges of community is that it tempts us to do things because of the ways that other people look at us. And that should make us, that often affects the way that we make decisions about our lives and ourselves. And perhaps this is a moment to focus on the importance of the ohalim, of our personal relationships with ourselves and with God. And hopefully we will not forget that lesson as, God willing, we resume our more intimate relationships with our community with that sense of importance of relationship with ourselves, in our own ohalim, with our families, and with ourselves. A good Shabbos.